Hi, Ishita. How are you?
Hello, good. How are you?
Very well. So, guys, I'm really excited to talk about one of my favorite gemstone, which is natural pearls. And today, I'm delighted to have Ishita Shah, who's a creative head and the designer of Hal Hashimi Pearls, who's going to be talking to us about her family legacy and also showcase some of her magnificent natural pearl jewelry. So, before we begin, allow me to share a little about the company. So, the brand was founded by Ishita's father, who is Mr. Vijay Shah, in the year 1980, and he is a trader of natural pearls. And soon the company decided to venture out to retail business. And currently, the company has three boutiques in natural pearls. And it gives me such immense pride and joy in sharing that they are the only Indian traders of natural pearl in Bahrain. So, Ishita, thank you so much for giving us your time. It's such an honor for us to have you and to talk about natural pearls.
Thank you so much for having us. It's completely our pleasure.
Let's begin by knowing how did you know that the world of natural pearls was a true calling?
I've grown around jewelry and natural pearls, and even when I was in school and I had some
Right?
free time or I had a holiday, I would sit with my dad and I would help him design something or the other.
Oh,
And I
lovely.
think, yeah, as I grew up, I think I realized that I do have an eye for jewelry. So then I started pursuing it professionally and went to India, did my jewelry designing, did GIA,
Okay.
and then eventually joined my dad's business.
Oh, wow. So I believe that it's in the family, right?
Yes, it very much runs in the family.
So, talking about family, I believe that you're working very closely with your father and with your brothers in the whole business.
Yes, very much.
How does it feel to be around with your family members at home and at office?
It's a nice feeling actually because all of us know each other in and out, so we can
So
completely
true.
depend on the other person. We can trust each other when it comes to jewelry. I think trust is a very important part
Oh, yeah,
when it comes to
for sure.
luxury commodity. Really helps us. It does get a little overwhelming. We all are different people, different of opinions do
Right.
come here, come and go. But I think having my mom an
How
integral
sweet.
part of the jewelry, I think
Right.
she is there to extinguish any fires that go around
How
and calm
sweet.
all of us down. But yeah, eventually it's a good feeling, yeah, to have, yeah.
No, of course, I totally understand that. My next question is that, there has been a close relationship between Indian traders and Bahrain natural pearl traders. So, can you talk to us about how did the trade of natural pearl evolve?
It all started centuries ago, actually, when monetary exchange wasn't happening, but a lot of barter
Right.
system would happen between the two countries. And I think in that era, a lot of Indian textile owners and a lot of spice owners would come down to Bahrain to barter all of that to the people of Bahrain, and in turn, they would exchange natural pearls to them.
Okay.
So the Indian traders would take away pearls and then leave behind textiles,
Right.
leave behind wood. A lot of wood would come in,
Mm-hmm.
a lot
Mm-hmm.
of spices would come. So I think
Mm-hmm.
that's how it started, and eventually, as we modernized, as we evolved, it turned out into a monetary trade, which I think goes to and fro now. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yes,
So, let's
surely.
begin by seeing some of your natural pearl jewelry.
Sure. I'll start with the classics collection,
Sure.
like
Mm-hmm.
the classic pearl strands, something similar to
Right.
the one I'm wearing. I'm wearing a single row pearl necklace. I want to show you this beautiful three-row necklace. This is
Mm-hmm.
one of the finest quality of Bahraini natural pearls. If you
Okay.
can see the shine,
Oh,
it's
wow, that's
perfect
amazing.
round.
Right.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And from the centerpiece to the end piece,
Mm-hmm.
every single pearl is round and it matches to all the other pearls, which makes it really beautiful. Gradation, the luster that each pearl matches to the other is very important.
Okay.
And this is also a similar
Wow.
classic, but this is a five-row one. Again,
Okay.
the center piece
Mm-hmm.
to the
Till
last
the
piece. Every
okay.
single pearl matches to the other. And it actually takes a lot of years to collect these pearls in string them together in a necklace. 9 row. Yes.
Oh, wow. So you showed us 3 rows, you
3,
showed us
5,
5
and
and 9. Oh my
this is the
God.
9 row.
I love this one. And the centerpiece
It's,
has such beautifully fine shape of natural pearls.
yes.
Great craftsmanship. So are these all certified? Each and every natural pearl which is inside this
Yes.
particular layout?
So they, when we take a single pearl to the knot, they certify it as a single pearl. When you take a necklace, they
Okay.
certify each and every pearl, and then they write it in the report that all the pearls used in this jewelry are certified to be
Okay.
natural pearls. Yes,
Natural pearls. Okay.
yes,
So
yes,
so basically each and every piece of yours is certified by Danat.
yes. Every piece,
Lovely.
from a single small ring, earrings, necklace, everything is certified.
Okay.
And for
That's
some of the big pieces, something like this, we also have a GIA certificate for it, which says
mhm.
they are natural pearls, and we have a Danat certificate as well.
Okay.
Yes.
When you said something like this, and you mentioned it's big, so what do you mean by that? Are the sizes
Uh,
relatively bigger from your other necklaces that you showed to me?
Sizes and the valuation. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So even in terms of value, when something is very expensive, we try to keep in a global certificate. GI is something that is recognized globally.
Right.
Danat definitely is recognized globally, but a lot of traders are aware of it. But I think for the end-to-end consumer, it's important for them to have a double assurity
Oh
of
yeah,
it
for
being
sure.
genuine natural pearls. Yes.
Do you have some more of the classic natural pearls that you would like to show us?
I'd like to show you some of our Bahraini collection if
Yes, please.
people would
Yes, please.
enjoy. Yes.
Yes, please. Anything to do with natural pearls, we always enjoy. There's so much to learn each time when you see a
I
natural pearl
agree
jewelry.
completely. So this is a traditional Bahraini necklace. It's majorly worn by a lot of brides in their
Okay.
traditional wedding ceremony,
Gorgeous.
and they
Mm-hmm.
love turquoise and emeralds.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something very traditional Bahraini. There's Jalada in Bahrain.
Okay. I believe
Yes,
that the shape of the pearl in the Bahrain necklace which you showed us, they weren't absolutely round. Is that
right.
correct?
It's
Okay.
correct. Yes, these are called the Baroque pearls.
Okay.
So majority of the pearls that we find from the sea are of this quality.
Mm-hmm.
The majority of them. But it takes a lot of time and patience to collect something, the ones that we've seen earlier, the ones that were perfectly round. Yeah, so that's the difference. And also the price variation
I'm
happens a lot
sure.
when it comes to sizes and the shapes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is also something traditional Bahraini.
So when
So
you
here,
say traditionally Bahraini, you mean that the design concept is a traditional Bahrain design concept, is it?
the design and the gold we use. So this is called as
Okay.
Bahraini gold, which is a 21 karat gold.
Okay. I didn't know
So
that.
yes, these
Okay.
pieces are 21 karat, which in Bahrain we say it as Bahraini gold.
Acha. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
So again, this is
Gosh.
also something, yes. This is the mother of pearl that we've used into jewelry.
Right.
And even on
Beautiful.
the small chains, the little white
Oh.
threads that you see are actually natural pearls.
Oh, these are
So
beads of
these are
natural
all,
pearls.
yes, these are all small, like tiny sized pearls, but they're all Bahraini natural pearls.
How lovely. Listen, Ishita, how long it took for your family to actually craft this beautiful necklace? I'm sure it must have been like years and years of efforts
Yeah,
and
it
hard
does.
work.
So actually, weirdly, a lot of pearls that even I design, even today, like if I sit and design, a lot of pearls are pearls that my dad has been collecting since 1980. Yeah, it takes a lot of time to find the perfect match to the pearls that we already have. And beautiful piece. This is a little bit of a modern version. This is a Mishla, but
Okay.
we've
Hmm.
modernized it a little with 18 karat gold, and we have like rubies set in invisible setting.
Lovely. Yes.
Yes.
And with emeralds.
Yes, with emeralds.
And I believe that the Mishla can also be worn either as a
It's,
choker, as
yes,
half,
it's a loose
right?
end, so it's literally just a rope of pearls strung together. So there are like 3 to 4 ways to wear it. We keep changing whenever we display the Mishla in our stores. Yes, these were some of our Bahraini collection that we have
Mm-hmm.
about here.
And actually, I was wanting to show some of the pictures of a Bahraini bride. So, the pictures which you've shared with me, like the brides are wearing completely natural pearl jewelry from
Yes.
their earrings to their bracelets. So, do you have some earrings and some bracelets,
Yes, for sure.
which you would love to show us?
Yes, for sure. I'll show you the earrings and the ring and the bracelet for the Mishla that we have.
So, it's a whole set.
It's a whole set, yes. So this is a bracelet.
How beautiful.
This is the lock. So
Oh,
the
is
lock
it?
comes,
Can you show
here.
us how does the lock
Yeah,
come?
surely.
How lucky that you can just remove some pearls from your locker and just wear them and flaunt
I
them.
usually do that a lot, actually. Every time I'm in the store, I'm actually wearing something new. So that's the way it
So
goes.
beautiful.
The lock comes here,
Beautiful.
the
Okay.
pieces, and then the
Mm-hmm.
pearls. So it can be
How
worn both ways.
lovely.
Yeah, so that's the style.
You can
Thank
wear them.
you.
They're looking gorgeous on your wrist.
My dad is gonna bill me for it if I keep wearing it for long. These are the
Beautiful is
earrings.
that. Gorgeous.
Yes.
Can you just move your fingers on the tassels?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
Thank you.
I believe, of course, they take a lot of time to gather these natural pearls. So
Yes.
when crafting them, when beading these natural pearls, how long does it take for you to keep one necklace ready, which has, 9 strands or 5 strands?
The 9 strands, once we have all the pearls ready, I think the graduation, I think to sit and
Oh,
graduate the
yes.
pearls, the
Mm-hmm.
centerpiece, then uske baad, what will come after that, what will come. So the
Right.
entire graduation takes a lot of time. The stringing really doesn't take a lot of time.
Okay.
But
Okay,
to
fine.
sit and plan out the entire necklace, which pearl goes where,
Nice.
graduated by the quality, the size, I think that
Mm-hmm.
kind of takes around 8 to 10 days if it's a 9 row pearl. So just the
Absolutely.
graduation takes 9 to 10 days. And then you start
Right.
stringing it. Then you add in the gold elements to it and all of that. So it's
Right.
a process, yeah.
I'm sure it is. So you've showed us the classic, you've showed us the
Bahraini,
Bahraini
yes.
pearl. So now, since you're the only Indian traders, have you crafted something which is a perfect amalgamation of Bahrain culture and the Indian culture together?
Yes, very much. In fact, lately we've started making a lot of Indian fusion jewelry, which fuses
Okay,
Bahraini natural pearls, a little bit of their tradition, and also
okay.
brings in our culture, which is the Indian culture. This is something that we made recently. We call
Mm-hmm.
it the Maharaja collection, and it's got the
Totally.
uncut polkis here, and it's got 7 rows of Bahraini natural pearls.
Beautiful. Oh, lovely.
This also comes with an entire set, obviously.
And I love how they're falling so gracefully.
It very much reminds me of a lot of Maharajas who wore these
Exactly.
big
Mm-hmm.
necklaces. I also love the detail that's on the back.
Oh, they have enamel work, is it?
Yes, yes. So it was believed that a lot of Maharajas or the royals, whenever they wore jewelry, they always saw the back of the jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
So the wearer doesn't see anything that's not beautiful. I'm wearing it, I'm looking at a piece of art even from behind. The idea behind it.
Can you hold a little higher for us, please?
Yeah, sure.
This is so stunning. Absolutely gorgeous.
And I love the uncut also. It's playing with the light.
Yes, whole uncut diamonds with natural pearls, and you also have emeralds and you have
Yeah,
ruby.
rubies as well. Yeah.
Everything is falling so beautifully. And I really like those hanging pearls which you have below the uncut diamond
Yeah, here.
portion.
Yes, here at the necklace.
Yes, at the necklace.
Yes, this was my dad's idea. Yes,
That's so innovative
thank
and
you.
so royal.
Yes, it is. It very much is very royal. This is also like a mini version of the Maharaja collection.
Lovely.
Yes, I
Yes.
recently did a photo shoot where I got a bride to wear this as a headgear, where she was wearing
Acha.
it on her head, which also looked very pretty. I think I sent you the pictures, and hopefully, I think we'll upload it on our Instagram as well.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Sorry, can you hold the piece back again?
Sure.
Center portion caught my attention. It's enamel work or it's
It's
uncut
Theva.
gem?
It's Theva with
Beautiful.
it's Theva with uncuts. So the Enameling has gold foil work on it. It's got diamonds and it's got uncut as well.
And can you show the backside to us, please?
Yes. The backside here is plain.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because it's Theva, right?
Theva, yes.
So innovative. And Theva, that's been
It's a very
mastered by a
traditional,
family, yes,
yeah.
by a family in Rajasthan,
Pratap, yes.
Pratapgarh, yes.
Yes. And we also have a lot of, in Bahrain, we do a lot of tassels, which are like long
Yes.
hanging, the
Mm-hmm.
sotwa, or in Bahrain, we call it the karkusha.
Karkusha,
So
okay.
I've done a little bit of an Indian version to it, where I've
Mm-hmm.
got the uncuts and I've got the tassels and I've got ruby
Nice.
beads.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful how, you perfectly blend the Indian art and the Indian aesthetic to the Bahrain
To the
art and the
Bahraini,
Bahrain
yes.
art and the aesthetic. That's so
Yeah.
innovative.
So that's something we like to do. And we've started this very recently, actually, to bring in a lot of, to
Okay.
fuse Indian and the Bahraini culture.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is also like a traditional wedding set, but again, this is a little bit of a mixture of Bahrain and India, I would say. So
Oh,
it's got pearl keys as
beautiful.
well.
Oh
It's
my
got
God.
turquoise and it's got Bahraini natural pearls.
So I can see those vertical beads, probably they all are pearls. Correct?
Everything white that
Oh
you see on
my
this is
God.
pearls.
This is gorgeous. I've never seen something like this before.
Yes.
Ishita, this is so well crafted. And
Thank
everything is
you.
surrounded by small beads, like the uncut diamonds. It's surrounded by
Yes.
small beads of natural pearl, and even the turquoise is surrounded by
Turquoise
small,
is surrounded with Bahraini natural pearls. Yes.
like a halo of natural pearl, is it? That's what you've
Yes,
created.
very much. Yes.
This is so innovative. This is really
Yeah.
innovative.
This is also like
Wow.
an amalgamation of two cultures. And I'll show you the earrings as well. We've tried to keep the jhumka style.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Are long tassel earrings very popular in Bahrain?
Yes, very much. Long tassels. The karkusha style, the
Mm-hmm.
hanging ones are very famous here. Like the ones we saw for the mishla, the rubies and the tassels. This is a traditional Bahraini tassel. I think 21 carat. It has a little bit of
Carrots.
enameling and turquoise on it. Indian collection. And
Okay.
we also have something with the mother of pearl. So we've
Okay,
used the mother
interesting.
of pearl with a pearl inside the mother of pearl, which we haven't removed. So if you see
Mm-hmm.
this, there's a pearl already embedded in the mother of pearl, and we've
Yes.
created it into a pendant.
This is natural. How you saw the mother of pearl,
Yes,
you haven't done anything on it.
nothing on it. We've just fixed it into jewelry. So if you see,
Gosh.
that's the actual mother of pearl with the pearl in its bed. So this is also something a lot of Bahrainis love, especially for Mother's Day, where they have the
Oh,
mother and the child. And
beautiful.
they love to give this during Mother's Day and for expecting mothers. Yes.
Oh, that's so beautiful. It just has a beautiful story behind it, and
Yes, it
how
has a beautiful story.
you've showed us all high value natural pearl jewelry. So of course these people can only wear when there's a special occasion in the family. Otherwise we have to wrap them up carefully and maintain
Carefully.
them properly, right?
Right.
So do you have something for the younger generation, where we can wear it, flaunt it, and hang out with our friends, and can also carry from day to a night wear occasion?
This all started when I told my father that I want to wear something which is a simple Bahraini pearl, that you want to wear, you create it. So
Okay,
that's when he told me that, okay, you want me to create, I'm not going to create it for myself, I'm creating a brand out of it. And
how
that's when I
sweet.
started my own line of jewelry under Al Hashimi Pearls, which is called the Privé Pearls by Ashita Shah. And
Okay,
under that brand, we have a lot of everyday wear items. We have a lot of
okay.
gifting items, but with natural pearls. So something like this, the choker that I'm wearing,
Mm-hmm.
if you can see, this is from my collection, which is more simple and more everyday wear. Yeah. And even some small things like this, which is mother of pearl. And
Do we see a big pearl button on the top, or is that also a mother of pearl?
both are mother of pearls.
Okay, both are mother of pearls. All right.
And I also have something like this. That's a
Oh,
tassel
this is
again,
so
Karkusha, but again,
right.
a mini version of it. This is from my Nazar collection, the Evil Eye.
Oh, nice. I
Even the
quite like the
ring.
name of it, the Nazar
The
collection.
Nazar collection, yes. And this is
Very
from the
nice.
Israr collection. So
Hmm.
this collection has a lot of healing stones with infused with Bahraini natural pearls. So every
Okay.
stone that I've used has different kind of healing properties to it, you know. So
Okay.
that's that. And this is like a mini karkusha. Again, for people, especially for people like me
Hold it a little closer, please.
who love jewelry, but love
Right.
a little more simpler versions of fine jewelry.
Carved,
Mother of
sorry.
pearl.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's so innovative. And you mentioned that the centerpiece has a healing power. So is that
Yes.
associated with some gemstone significance that you are talking about?
Yes. So the turquoise here has healing powers, and even pearl. In fact, a lot of clients come to us from India for making rings with pearl for astrology purposes. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
we do have a lot of that happening as well.
So are you planning to have a presence in India?
Yes, very much, very much. We wanted to start something this year, but unfortunately, because of COVID and everything. But hopefully, in the coming year, we want to do retail exhibitions in India.
Mm-hmm.
And if things work out, why not a retail store as well? Let's see.
In case if you need any sort of help, please, I'm always there to
I
support
know.
you and to spread the whole beauty of natural pearls in
For
India.
sure. Like you said earlier, you've become the brand ambassador for Bahraini natural pearls.
I really hope so because natural diamonds and natural pearls are two things I can always
I
go
know.
on and on talking about. You know, they just have
True.
so much of elegance and niche attached to the whole beauty of it.
I completely.
Hmm. So, Ishita, what is the inspiration behind creating such innovative designs? You've shown us from your classic to your Bahrain and also to your own baby brand.
A lot of pieces, I think I get inspired by nature a lot. There's a lot of floral elements, so there's a lot of natural elements to it. And when it comes to my brand, definitely being inspired by nature is there, but there's also this element where I want to create pieces derived from my existing collection, but which are very huge. So I want a minimalistic version of the existing design, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
that's something also I really work with.
So, do you also redesign your pearl jewelry? If somebody comes to you with a strand of pearls and if they want to redesign and reuse the pearls in some way.
Yes, very much. We do have a lot
Okay.
of customized jewelry orders that we do for a lot of clients. So yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
very much do that. Yes.
And next, tell me that some maintenance tip that you would want to share since you know they are very, very high value gemstones.
I think majorly with pearls, it's really important to not have any chemicals around them. So
Mm-hmm.
anything like hair mist, perfumes, oils, or makeup, you know, it's the best to finish everything and then wear your pearls, you know. And secondly, it's very important that after you wear it, just remove the pearls, clean it with a damp cloth, and store them again, you know, so they are always ready for your next wear.
Right. And since Diwali is coming around the corner and there are also many weddings happening, have you designed something specific?
The Indian collection that I showed earlier was very much designed keeping the Indian tradition and the Indian weddings coming in. So yes, that's something that we've ventured into recently, and the new designs.
And which is your favorite collection from the entire Indian Bahrain fusion that you've shown us?
I think I love the Maharaja piece for sure, and the Karkusha
That's the
style as
first
well.
one.
The first one, the big one, yes.
Mhm. How long did it take to find the matching beads for the necklace? That's asked by Sharon.
The 3 row necklace, the 5 row, 9 row would be between 15 to 20 years, I would say. Yes,
Beautiful.
it takes quite some time to get the entire necklace together. Say something interesting. So what happens is whenever my dad is buying pearls from divers or traders, he never buys a pearl and keeps it in the open. He has this red color cloth, which is called as the tababa in Bahrain in
Hmm.
Arabic. He keeps collecting the pearls, and I think once every 6 months or a year, he'll open his tababa and start graduating, and he'll see that okay, we have a good collection here. We can make a jewelry out of this. We can make a strand out of it. So it's a very long process, but that's why the valuation of natural pearls is pretty high.
With that, there's a very interesting question that always comes to my mind, that is there a specific reason why people preserve the natural pearls in a red cloth?
I think red cloth just became a traditional symbol. Also, it brings out the pearls very brightly, especially in
Okay.
Bahrain. The Bahraini
Mm-hmm.
pearls are very yellow, creamish, and has a pinkish hue to it. So the
Okay.
red cloth kind of enhances the entire look of the pearls, actually. So to keep it in a red cloth.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And since you mentioned about the use of the pearls, believe that you also have pearls in different colors and
Yes.
gradation, right? So do
Yes,
you
very
have
much.
anything in display handy that we can see?
I do have a black pearl necklace.
Of course.
I'll get it. It has a very different colors to it. It has purple, it has bluish black, gray, and even those pearls are very rare to find, by the way.
Next, natural pearls, there are also various different types of natural pearls. We have mellow, we have conch. So do you also have those different types of pearls, or is just the Bahrain natural pearls?
We did have a few conch pearls, but
Mm-hmm.
I think they are out of stock. But we are
Okay.
majorly focused on Bahraini
Nice.
natural pearls. Yes. So this is the necklace.
That's so gorgeous. Yes.
Yes. So those are the
Mm-hmm.
different colors.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we can see them.
Yes.
And again, they're very difficult to even source such different colors of natural pearls.
Yes, yes, it is. Um, I have these colors also. These are not dark colors, but these are a more creamish and pinkish color.
Mm-hmm. Look at the luster of these pearls. It's
Yes,
so
the luster is
beautiful. Oh my
beautiful.
God.
Yes,
Absolutely. Like imagine I could see it through the live conversation. So if I hold the piece in my hand,
pieces.
I'm
Yes,
sure I'll be so mesmerized by them.
we'd love to have you here.
For sure, I'm definitely making planning my trip to Bahrain soon. This hopefully,
Hopefully soon. Yes,
we have a vaccine that comes out and things get normal and people can start traveling. It's so
traveling again.
needed now. It's so needed
I
now.
agree completely.
I have always been fascinated to know more about pearl diving. Have you witnessed anything, or do you plan on witnessing pearl diving?
It's very much. In fact, now they're definitely promoting the entire pearl diving culture here in Bahrain. They're taking out people to go on diving trips and to explore this entire new industry that not a lot of people are aware of,
Mm-hmm.
of
Mm-hmm.
how it's sourced, how the oysters are, how the bed of oysters are. So there are a lot of companies here who are actually promoting a lot of
Okay.
diving for common people as well, like for us. And
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Okay. So hopefully I should make a plan to Bahrain very
yes,
soon and of course drop by at Al Hashmi Pearl, see your gorgeous pearls, of course meet your
definitely.
entire family also,
We'd
who's been
love
such
to
a
host you.
strong backbone for you and establish your own baby brand also. Some piece of advice which you've always kept close to your heart?
I think something that my dad used to, it still does, is do whatever you do, big or small, do it with
Thanks.
utmost honesty. So that's
How
something I
sweet.
think all of us follow a lot. Yeah.
So lots of words of compliments for you, Ishita, and
Okay.
lots of best wishes for Al Hashmi Pearls. Is there any one of your favorite piece of jewelry that you would like to talk about?
I love the Maharaja collection. I think that's something I can't get my eyes off as of
Really?
now. Yeah. Hero necklace, the one with the best luster, I feel. The shine.
Gorgeous. Yes.
Yes, definitely. And I can never take my eyes off these birds.
I'm just inquisitive to know that are all Bahraini brides, they are just totally dipped in pearls top to bottom?
A lot of them, yes. Especially when it comes to their henna night, where they wear these traditional Bahraini outfits, they generally prefer to wear Bahraini jewelry with the outfit. So in their henna
Okay.
parties, usually they are in Bahraini national dressing, national jewelry, and all of that.
Does natural pearl value appreciate?
Yes, very much. Actually, in fact, over the years, Bahraini natural pearls have become very rare now.
Okay.
And to find the size of these natural pearls, the same shine, luster, the chances have gone down way too much because of the entire environmental pollution and all of that that's going. So definitely, the demand is growing, but the supply is
Okay.
decreasing, way of affecting its valuation way too much. So the
Right.
prices definitely kind of appreciate over the years a lot. Yes,
And people would love to hear more about your brand.
for sure. Prive Pearls, I think, has a lot of items for the youngsters, I would say, from
Mm-hmm.
the gap of 13 years to say 30 years, you know. So I design a lot of pieces based on that, and I do tend to also design a lot of pieces for the Bahraini youth as well, you know. So some traditional pieces that they love a lot, but cannot wear the big ones on day to day. So I try
Mm-hmm.
to create like small mini versions of it and create that in my brand.
Do you have also the creation for the men?
Yes, we do have some pieces for men. We have some cufflinks, we have some brooches, and we do a lot of customized actually for men because we get a lot of orders from brides who want to make cufflinks
How
and
sweet.
tie-pins for their to be husbands, you know. So it's all a
Mm-hmm.
lot of customization happens in men's jewelry, but yeah, we do have some men's jewelry.
Ishita, before we call it a wrap, is there something that you would like to share or show us?
Uh, we've actually recently just started the new store, so I'm in the new boutique right now. I think that is something that I'd love to share. I'd love for you to visit our new store and
Hopefully soon.
explore all the pieces. Yes,
No, for sure. I'm really looking forward to hopefully making my trip to Bahrain very soon. And
hopefully soon.
there is Venus, who's of course pouring a lot of compliments. She's
I
always been
know.
such an admirer of
She's
natural
a
pearls.
sweetheart.
Yeah, no, she's always been very supportive and very enthusiastic whenever I talk about natural pearls. So
Very
Venus,
much.
yes, so Venus, here's a big shout out of thanks to you. And a big shout out of thanks to your entire family. My regards to your parents and to your
Thank you
brother and your
so.
sisters for helping and curating the entire conversation.
Thank you so
And
much.
thank you so much, Ishita. Hopefully,
Thank
we
you.
will
It was
see
completely
you
up and
soon.
low.
And
Yes, I'll see you soon.
wishing you a very happy Diwali from India. And be
Same.
safe.
Wish you too. Wish you and your family a very happy Diwali.
Thank you. Thank you, Shita. Bye.
Bye.